My daughter goes and sells me out. On Twitter yesterday, my daughter tweeted a picture of Deshaun Watson in a Jets helmet and said, "Please let this happen. I haven't seen my father truly happy in like 11 years. Let the record show it was really more like 10 years, but okay, she got to the point. So let's make this happen. All morning long, we've been going through different franchises that have been mentioned prominently in the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes. And here to represent the New York Jets is our own Bart Scott, the former Jet. So give me the pros and cons if you're Deshaun Watson of the New York Jets as a possible destination.
Well, Greeny, in the previous segment, you heard Michael, Mike T say, hey, well, look at what the Dolphins did. Well, who were the Dolphins the year before? They were the New York Jets. So now you have opportunity to come to a place that has a blank canvas. So you think about, they have tremendous salary cap space. They have the ability to go out and acquire as much talent as needed. They allow Deshaun Watson to be part of the decision-making, something that he didn't get in Houston, and it allows him to fill that roster up to his strengths. Also, you think about them getting Mike LaFleur, having an opportunity to have that quarterback-friendly offense. They go back and they have opportunity to fill the roster up with guys like Zach Ertz. They can go out and get Kenny Galladay. They can go out and get a guy like Allen Robinson, and he automatically becomes the best quarterback within the division. Everybody in the division is looking up to him saying, hey, this is the standard. This is the gold standard within the division. So he has an opportunity to do all those things, Greeny. He has a blank canvas. He can get tremendous talent around him. He has tremendous left tackle. You know what I mean? But the only problem and the only thing you have to worry about, Greeny, and I would say the only con is the fact that this organization has been dysfunctional. But I think you have tremendous confidence in Robert Saleh. You have tremendous confidence in Joe Douglas and what he was able to do in 1 year of having a draft. He has tremendous draft capital to improve this team through the draft, but also through free agency. So if I'm Deshaun Watson, I'm saying, hey, I get to come to New York, be one of the biggest stars. I'm still living off damn can't wait. What can you imagine what he can do in the heights that he can take this organization, sitting here in the New York area, being the #1 athlete, hanging out with James Harden, his best friend. They can continue to keep that friendship and then make the great migration up north.
I like it. So we did pros and cons for some other teams earlier, and these are those for the Jets. And this is incredibly ironic because earlier we asked Mike Tannenbaum to play the role of Miami Dolphins GM, and he was that once. And now I'm asking you to play the role of New York Jets GM, and you were that once too. So if you're in that seat right now, where Joe Douglas is currently sitting, what is your sales pitch to Deshaun Watson?
I really like where Bart started, Greeny, but I would go much more big picture. We want you to come to New York City and be Derek Jeter. We want to talk about an all-time legacy. When you win in New York, you win forever. There are still billboards of Bill Parcells and Phil Simms. And when you could go down as a great New York hero and talk about guys like Eli Manning and Derek Jeter, and then it's going to be you, Deshaun Watson, and we're going to be able to do things off the field for the next 20, 30, 40 years. There's no place like the NFL, and there's no place like the NFL in New York. And to Bart's point, this team is loaded with draft capital. We're going to get good, young, hardworking teammates for you, and the pen is going to be in your hand, and you're going to write an incredible script right here in New York.
You think that part of the appeal of this would be if the Texans decided they liked the idea of getting Sam Darnold back in return. That's obviously up to them. Bart Scott, super quick. Sam Darnold going to have a big NFL career. If he goes to the right place, right circumstance, are you interested in Darnold if you're Houston?
I absolutely believe that that Sam Darnold has a tremendous career and tremendous potential. He just has to get to a good organization. And I don't know right now if Houston's a good organization, but he'll have opportunity to change the narrative. I can see Sam Darnold in San Francisco. I can see him in Indianapolis as well. He could definitely be a valuable piece if they decide to go in another direction, either through the draft or through free agency.